Nice to see you. As you may be aware, crabs have taken a tumble. They have been defeated by the almighty turtle. That wasn't a smile of victory. That wasn't a smile of finally crabs have been taken down. It's just a smile, being happy. I don't want our crab fans to get upset, thinking that I'm gloating in my R, turtles, victory. I like to think it wasn't a victory for turtles. It wasn't a victory for me. It was a victory for all of us. It was a victory for humanity. It was a victory for turtles everywhere. Let's see. So, Anna, I hope you're having a good day. I've had an exceptional day. Every day is exceptional. I'm squished again. You don't know how that happened. Hi, Isabella, my friend. I've noticed that I'm looking on my screen, and I noticed that it is squished. I don't know how to fix it. Let's see. Anne says, "Yep, I'm making fried chicken. Nice. Enjoy." I used to, when I was a kid, back in my pre-vegan days, very much enjoy my mother's fried chicken. We get a thumbs up. We get 2 thumbs up from Isabella. Thank you, my friend. Much appreciated. So, Anne says, "Oops, sorry, I keep forgetting." Oh, the vegan thing? Nah, don't worry about it. I am, if you've ever noticed, I have great friends in the fishing and hunting community here on YouTube. I'm a vegan for ethical reasons. I do benefit health-wise, which I'm happy about. If someone were to say we have 100% proof that the vegan diet is the worst diet health-wise for you, I'd have to say that's a shame because I'm a vegan for ethical reasons. But I'm not a get on a soapbox and tell everyone to be a vegan. That's me. It's what I do. Everyone chooses their own path. Let's see. Altu Volther says, "If I live, we will meet again. I'm going to drink alcohol." Well, be careful, my friend. I hope you are of age, legal age to drink. I hope you drink responsibly. And I hope you be careful. Slayful says, "Hi. What's your favorite animal?" It's a good question. It goes back and forth. Almost always say bears because I really do love bears. I also love foxes. I love all animals. Again, that's why I'm a vegan. But so it's tough to pick. Hey, Tandra, how are you? I enjoyed your live stream. I was in and out for a while. I had it up and running the entire time, though. As I mentioned before, I like Tandra, you and Daisy May. I will leave you up the entire time. Every people. Like I got Stuart up right now. Stuart the Fish Whisperer. And I keep you up and running because 1, helps with watch hours, of course. But 2, I can dive in anywhere. Anytime I want, when I'm working or, I can take a break. And it's like I got a friend instantly to hang out with. Hey, Runner Boy. Megamind. Don't know what that is. Safo says mine is a dog. Man, you can't go wrong picking a dog, can you? Dogs are so awesome. Safo says, do you have any pets? I have 2 adopted cats. We got them when they were 10, so I guess they're about 12, maybe going on 13 now. My dogs, 2 dogs, I had a Corgi and a Schipperke. My Corgi passed away in 2018, the Schipperke in 2019. I haven't had the heart to get another dog, although my significant person, she has a dog who also thinks she's my dog. So I get the best of every world. I get a visiting dog that I get to play with and walk with and absolutely love, and she absolutely loves me. But I don't have to do any of the dog owner stuff. Runner Boy says, think about your actions for 10 seconds, working games. Got a timeout. It's a bald movie character. Well, I'm bald. They can't argue that point. Tanya says, thank Yogi. Much appreciated. You're welcome, my friend. Thank you. Martine says, hope I don't make you hungry. Man, it does look good. It really does look good. I have food from afar. She's actually up right now. And what do we have? Give me a second. What are we drinking? We're about to open it. I see a Coors mug, but that doesn't look like Coors. Staple says, my dog's name is Teddy. What's your pet's name? Well, Mocha, who was my person, her dog's name, my dog too, is Misty. Misty is a Pomsky. Pomsky is a Pomeranian Husky mix. Really awesome dog. And my 2 black cats' name, one is called Black Cat, and the other is the other Black Cat. Don't ask me which one is which. Teddy's a great name for a dog. What kind of dog do you have? Crab and turtle, Runner Boy. Guess which one I like better. Runner Boy says Yogi's cat is named Crab. Let's see. Food from Poor says I don't drink Coors. I don't blame you. In my lives, I tried a few beers. None of them nice. No? So is it just beer in general you don't like, or you're just searching for the one that you might like? In general. I got you. Slayful says, Golden Lab. Pretty dogs. They might be the most affectionate, loving dog of all. They're the optimum of dogs. I've never met an ill-tempered Golden Lab. They just, every time you come in the room, it's like you've been gone for hours and they've been waiting for you. They can't wait to see you. They're just so full of love. Let's see. Martine says I'm more of a white wine when I do have a drink. Nice. I was never much of a wine drinker, but the reason why is because I drank too much. And man, I don't think anything gave me a hangover more than wine. I think because of the sugar content in wine. And because, like I said, when I drank a lot. So, Boy says, I recommend a cold glass of orange juice. I do like orange juice. And says, I did have a huge salad for lunch yesterday. It was great. Can't go wrong with salads, that's for sure. I have one large, big bowl of greens every day, as well as several cups of steamed vegetables, steamed kale, steamed broccoli, along with my rice and lentils that I have every day. Let's see. Runner Boy says, food, we gonna be friends then? She might like Pringles. If it's a special occasion, then I'll have a glass of Malibu. I love coconuts. I've never had Malibu before. What actually is Malibu? What type of alcohol is it? Safo says, it was very nice talking to you. Goodbye. It was nice talking to you too, my friend. Thank you for coming by. I love talking dogs. Martine says, oh, Runner Boy. He'll come around, Martine. He'll come around. And says, had sunflower seeds in it. Yum. Man, I do love sunflower. You know what I like even more than sunflower seeds? Pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds are awesome. You know, I should buy some pumpkin seeds. Thank you for that reminder. Everyone should have a serving of seeds and nuts every day. I've mentioned, and it's a growing list, things to add in. Whenever anyone asks me for dietary advice, which is pretty often, instead of telling people what to take out of their diet, because people eat what they enjoy, generally speaking, right? So who wants to take things out of their diet? So I always say add stuff in. And when you add stuff in, then the bad stuff starts disappearing without you even trying, completely on its own. Let's see. Hey, Optimob, my friend. Timo, how are you? Martine says, I love Pringles. Runner Boy, did you hear that? You see that? You guys, we found common ground. Runner Boy says, Yogi, someone told me groundhog to nature exercise. So by eating orange in the shower, it opens up your senses. Grounding. Why did I say groundhog? I got groundhogs in my mind. Grounding to nature exercise. So by eating orange in the shower, it opens up your senses. I think you're just trying to get me to eat an orange in the shower. I think you made that up to see if I will actually be gullible enough to eat an orange in the shower. And you know what? Just to show you, I am going to eat an orange in the shower. Just to show you I am not gullible enough to believe you. I will test that for myself. White rum and coconut. I do like coconut. Rum is another one of those high sugar drinks that would have given me a hangover because I just would have drank too much of it. Timo says hello to chat and says Malibu is a coconut rum. Gotcha. Runner Boy says, food, don't talk to Yogi about Pringles. He makes me eat 20 cans on my runs. So here's the story. I didn't even suggest, I mentioned that Pringles are vegan, actually, and that I could eat them during long races. 50Ks, 50 milers, 100-mile races, I could eat them, which was good because they're a little higher in sodium, good amount of calories. They taste good, they're easy on the stomach, and you never get tired of Pringles. The next thing I knew, Runner Boy is eating 5 cans of Pringles every run, and he only runs like 100 meters. Maybe 200 meters tops, and he's eating 5 cans of Pringles, and he's asking me why he's gaining weight, and his cholesterol has gone up. Runner Boy says, is there a specific kind of pumpkin seed from pumpkins? Just plain old pumpkin. And says, yes, pumpkin seeds are great. You can get them right from the pumpkin. You don't have to buy them. Buy the pumpkin, carve it up for Halloween, and you're good to go. Yep, Martine, favorite Pringles is original. Yes. I think that might be the only one that is vegan. Let's see. Martine says sunflower seeds are nice. They are. So if you get serving of seeds and nuts, they're so easy to get. Put some seeds in a salad, put some nuts in if you eat oatmeal. Oatmeal is another superfood. If you have a cup of oatmeal every day, your heart health is going to improve. Your cholesterol is going to drop. Very good for you. You can put your sunflower seeds and some walnuts, and you got your nuts covered. Put in some blueberries, another superfood. If you add blueberries to your diet every day, you're going to notice a difference in your health within 30 days. Half a cup of legumes of your choice. For me, it's either chickpeas or lentils, mainly lentils. Let's see, Runnerboy says, no, it's a real thing. I'm going to have to Google that, Runnerboy. Do you actually do it? Tanya says, hey, Timo, thanks for coming by my live stream. Deb says, welcome, Deb. A millionaire boss told me in business to always have personal common ground as a backup. Personal common ground. That sounds like really good advice. You always have that. You know what I mean? You always have that as a starting point. You remember the song maybe 20 years ago? Maybe more than 20 years ago. Breakfast at Tiffany's. Not a really good song, I don't think. But it's a catchy song. And they say that's one thing we got. That one song. Couple getting ready to break up. They have nothing in common. No common ground between them. And he says, well, wait a minute. What about Breakfast at Tiffany's? And she goes, oh, yeah. As I recall, we both kind of liked it. I don't know if that got them back together again. But hey, it made for a song. Martine says, my daughter's a vegan. Nice. I've tried a few vegan things. Yeah, it's not for everyone. Wonderboy says, I've been eating blueberries. Blueberries are awesome for you. Medic says, I swear by a tomahawk steak when embarking on an arduous journey from the kitchen to the lounge. You got to have that halfway point between kitchen and lounge. You got to take that steak break. That is uncommon wise advice from our friend UK Medic. I'll be honest with you. I don't know what a tomahawk steak is, though. Is that a specific brand? Skid says, look at me in two chats at once while serving out my food. Hi, everyone. Talking about multitasking. Hope you're all having a wonderful evening. Thank you, Skits. I got Stuart up and running, too, as well as Martine. I got our friend Sherry. Who else? I also had Love Our Toy Pups. Venom SD says, you remember me? Not offhand, my friend. Make me a moderator? Oh, now I remember you. You're the guy that keeps wanting to be made moderator. Not to be confused with that other guy that wants to be made moderator. Let's see. Runnerboy says, I tried it and got it from Blind Food Review Guy from TikTok. He goes over fruits and stuff. Nice. Wait, any results from doing that? Skid says, well, our Stuart just ended. Hope he's okay. Because of the tooth. New York Deb says, yes, great song. It was a popular song, I remember. Food from Afar says, I eat some meat, but not a lot. I love my veggies and legumes. But hey, when you do a food channel, you have to do all food. This is true. That's an excellent point. Venmo says, Venmo. Can you please? Not right now. Usually the people who are moderators are the ones who, we know from other places. They've been here on a regular basis, not like periodically. And most of them never, I don't think anyone here has ever asked to be made a moderator. Medic says, hey to Timo. Deb says, hi to Medic. Oh, it's a big steak like a tomahawk. Okay, awesome. Runner Boy says, Yogi, if you're a vegan, does that mean I can eat you and it's vegan? Well, if that was the logic, then you could eat a cow and it would be vegan, right? Cows are vegan, they eat only grass. So there is a flaw in your cannibalism argument. Optimob says, okay, the medic from Indians, just a big steak like a tomahawk from Indians, says Timo. Timo says, we eat only kraut. And bratwurst, right? Every German's got to have a good brat somewhere, right? Let's see. Martine says, thank you for watching my video. Yeah, awesome. I appreciate it, Yogi. Absolutely. I'm happy to help you. Especially you're so close to getting those watch hours in. I also enjoy it very much. So we're working on getting watch hours for Martine. So if anyone has some extra time, or you know what, just go by and enjoy it. Watch a video. You'll get hooked on them. That's for sure. And we get to help out a friend. Runner Boy says, yeah, it's just hard to describe. You just need to do it. You have to peel it in the shower as well. I'm going to look that up. Something about eating a wet orange, though, does not sound good. Love our toy pups. I was just talking about you. How are you? Hey, Pancake. Hey, my brother. Much love. Much love to you, my friend. One of us says, us mods never abuse our powers. Some of you mods never abuse your power. Martine says, true, Runner Boy. We get more emojis from Love Our Toy Pups. Martine says, you're my friend now, Runner Boy. Awesome. The bridge of division has been mended. Medic says, German's like a big sausage. Man, I'm not even going to touch that. And I'm sure Medic's going to have something to say about that I'm not even going to touch that. Toy Pup says, hi to Optimob. Sabine says, hello, Yogi Eric. Hey, Sabine. Thank you guys for coming in. Toy Pup says, like and shared. Thank you. I appreciate that. How's your day, Toy Pups? Martine says, oh, thank you, Yogi. You didn't have to say that. I'm humbled. Well, I always try to speak from the heart, my friend. And I love supporting channels that are just positive and just they're doing the thing that they love. You know what I mean? That's the most important thing for me. Someone doing the thing that they love, being true and authentic, and just putting themselves out there. This is what I love to do, and I want to share it with you. For me, that's the most beautiful thing on YouTube. To sit back and watch you, Martine, to sit back and listen to Tandra. Who's just such a happy person. I catch her singing for no other reason than she's happy. She wants to sing. To hang out with Love Our Toy Pups, who is another singer. And it comes to her so spontaneously, just to sing, because she loves to sing. And she wants to share it with you. She shares her puppies with you, her positivity. Daisy May's channel, the absolute beauty of Optimob and UK Medic, and the love and care, the artistry that they put into their work. Absolutely amazing. So everyone who's here, I love supporting. Even Runner Boy. I say even because I love joking with Runner Boy. I like teasing him. But I've mentioned before, there is nobody who trains so meticulously as Runner Boy. He knows why he's there. He knows what he's doing. I've seldom ever seen him make a mistake in his training. And when he does, like missing a lift, he explains why he missed it. And he comes back and he nails it the next time. Speaking of which, speaking of beautiful things, a beautiful song, a premiere from our friend Skits today. The multiverse, man, it was beautiful. Milka loved it, Skits. Bushka says, hi, Yogi Eric. Hope you're well. Thank you, Bushka. I am. I appreciate it very much. Hey, Dan. Toy Pop says, it's been a great day. Thank you so much. How are you? I'm good, my friend. I had a good day, too. Poor Man says, what's up, Yogi? What's up, Poor Man? Dam says, hello, Yogi, my friend. Nice to see you, Dam. Hey, Dam. Any live streams coming up for you? Rona Boy says, I'm calling Laradox out. He used us to get subs and then left. Well, he was sort of... He wasn't pushed out, but he was given an option to explain himself and apologize and chose otherwise. So if you don't want to do a sincere, if you don't admit what you did and own up to it, explain yourself and apologize, what can we do? Martine says, I always be me, nothing more, nothing less. And that's what makes a channel like yours so beautiful. Medic says, I wouldn't say Optimob is mean, but as a school child, he used to peel an orange in his pocket. That's a thinker. Medic says, hey to Bushka, as does Sabine. Runner Boy says, I will even support food, even though they have bad taste in oranges. But you always have Pringles. You always have that common ground. You gonna do a live stream this weekend, Poor Man? Skit says, thanks, Eric and Milka. Absolutely. Skits, man, I don't think my second comment came up because I think it was after the premiere, where I used the highest praise I can bestow, which is holy cow. Everyone knows how much I love cows. It was a photo of a cow that turned me vegan. It was awesome. Front boy says, no, keep your tainted hands away from my from the orange, pure orange. Bushka says, UK Medic, go easy on the Germans. Martine says, thank you, Runner Boy. I may even eat an orange for you. Hey, we need to see that. That would be a good YouTube short. Orange for Runner Boy. Skits is saying hi to everyone. Sorry if I missed anyone's comments. Medic says, I have a special Sabine and Timo video, and Bushka. Martine says, okay, Runner Boy, no oranges then. So, Runner Boy, you took away the opportunity for all of us to sit around and partake in an orange. I was even going to do an orange YouTube short along with Martine. Timo says, Medic, yes, it is special. William is here. William says, hi. Hello, my friend. Hey, Easy. Easy says, hello, everyone. William says, do you remember me? I do not remember you. I apologize, though. Let's see. Poor Man says, probably do one has been... Oh, probably do one. Been napping all day today. Napping's good. Ending Echo says, so again, good sir. Hello, Ending. How are you, my friend? Medic says, a call called bull on that one, Eric. It is a true story. Poor man says, hit the heavy bag a bit last night. My knuckle was finally healed up. Nice. I did my first 10-minute set of kettlebell long cycle, kettlebell clean and jerk. Lightweight, but it's the first one I've done in about 4 years. So 63 reps, 10 minutes, you don't put the bells down. Pretty happy about that. Martine says, okay, we'll get an orange and dedicate it to Runner Boy. Nice. It's that moment of true peace between opposing factors. Two worlds, two seemingly opposite worlds coming together. Skid says, really, Eric, that was actually made my day. Thank you so much. That holy cow message is now going down in the archives. Nice. So it's going in the archives next to my Whoop Whoop and my What Up app yell. And I think there was one other thing in there too. Skid says, hey, easy. Hi, Ending Echoes. Hope you're both well. Hey, I'm caught up in the chat. Why do I always seem so surprised when that happens? Poor man says, nice. I might pour a bell tonight. I'm going to use a long chain for handles. Oh, wow, nice. What do you use? What do you use for the actual bell? How heavy are you going to make it? So yeah, if anyone wants to see what the kettlebell long cycle is, it was I did a live stream. I very seldom do workout live streams, but I wanted to get that. I know my first 10-minute set after that long, and only being back to kettlebell sport training for a week, that it was not going to be easy. So I thought, you know, live stream support would be key. Thank you, Timo. Timo drops the link for Skits. Skits, much appreciated. Or Timo, thank you so much. I appreciate that. If you guys click on that link, you'll get a chance to listen. It's a 2-minute song. It is an awesome song. Give me one. There we go. Our friend Love Our Toy Pups is doing a live stream now. I just noticed. So I want to make sure. I'm going to take my sleep herbal supplement, ashwanga. I know I'm saying that wrong. St. John's wort, and a little bit of melatonin. So I want to swing over and make sure that we support Love Our Toy Pups. But I don't want to fall too behind the chat here. Skid says, thanks, Timo. I appreciate your support, my friend. Nightmare says, hey, Nightmare. Eric, something's not right. You may need to get that torch out. YouTube has stretched your camera footage, and now your head is really wide. It's genetic factors. Late at night, for me, when I get tired, my head gets really stretched out. It'll be normal in the morning. Technically, I don't know what's going on. It's happened once before, but if it's coming from my phone. So if I reset it, it goes back to normal. Timo says, good to welcome. Hey, Joe. How are you? Hey, Joe. On Sunday, October 27th, I'm going to be hanging out with Goga on his Sunday show. And that is thanks to you, my friend. You introduced me to Goga, which has been a huge input in my approach to YouTube, specifically live streaming, and just having that positive note coming from Goga. So thank you, Joe. Foreman says it's a 2-gallon bucket. Adding cast iron without weight to mix. Gotcha. Martine says subbed Optimob to you. Oh, Martine, definitely show up on Sunday. I know you're in Ireland, so I'm trying to think of the time. But there'll be a Sunday premiere, pretty much every Sunday from Optimob, and it's just a beautiful way to spend an hour, hour and a half, a bunch of friends, a beautifully edited video with a perfect soundtrack featuring the scenery of Switzerland. You'll absolutely love it, and you'll meet so many great friends. Nightmare says, "Oh wait, maybe it's my phone." Anyway, good night, Eric. It's bedtime for me. Have a good night, Nightmare, and thank you for stopping in. No, it's definitely my phone because I can see it on my desktop. Tima says, "Thank you, food from afar." Skid says, "Hey Joe, how's it going? Hope you had a nice day, my friend." Joe Delaney says, "Eric LaPointe is live too." Thank you for that. Our friend Smitty is live as well. If you guys are friends with Smitty. Ivy. Are you guys friends with Ivy? She's live. Man, we got a lot of people. Mir is live. So let's bring up Eric LaPointe real quick. Because you know what? Eric's a great friend, and he's doing burpees. You can't leave a burpee brother hanging. That's for sure. It's the second live stream from Eric today, which is nice to see. I want to bring up Mir as well. So, yeah, Joe, I was mentioning the. I'll dive back in the chat 1 second, guys. I was mentioning Goga and being on Goga, and what an honor it is to be there in your footsteps. The first thing that struck me when he asked me if I would do it, which the answer, of course, is yes, although it does make me a little nervous. I've never had a conversation like that on YouTube. It's always just been me sort of whatever comes out. So I want to like and share Mir. And I want to like and share Eric LaPointe. This is only the second time ever in almost a year being friends with Eric LaPointe that I've seen him without a hat. Let's see. Optimob says, okay, and take care. Food says, I'm already sub to you. Oops. 1 second, guys. And I need to like and share Love Our Toy Pups. You know what? It's real little things that you can do to help someone's channel. I've seen in live streams before where people have said, oh, I saw in someone's community page that you were live, so I came by. So sharing someone out makes a huge difference. You never know, one person coming in, what connection might be made. So if you're given an opportunity to make those connections, do so. I became friends with any friends possible Bob, on Mayhem and Miracles, and I never visited. It's just I subbed to him, he subbed to me. It wasn't a sub for sub thing, you know. It was I wanted to support someone, and he wanted to repay that favor. One day he was making homemade venison sausage with his family. What a weird thing for a vegan to decide this is the live stream I'm going to visit. But I grew up in a hunting family. I grew up in an outdoor community who did same things. So it was sort of like stepping back into time to hang out with my family. And I loved it. I loved hanging out. And through that, and I kept going back. And then I met Stuart. And then I met Martine. And then I met Dam. And I met Skeeter. I met ATC, All Things Country. And Wendy. Community just expanded. And then some of you guys got the opportunity to meet them and expand even further. And from Optimob, I've made so many wonderful friends. One person at a time. That's our community. A community is a collection of one peoples. That's not proper English, but it works. So just give me a second. I'll dive back in the community. Dreadson, my friend, how are you? Man, Dreadson and Poor Man. That's the collab I'm looking forward to. All right, I'm back in. If you guys have a minute, please, the link above that our friend Optimob. Have a good night, Timo. Timo was so kind to drop the link for skits, if you guys haven't seen it yet. Poor Man says, shoot from afar, have you made borscht? Borscht. It's a great question. Martine says, I'm already sub to you, Poor Man. Martine says, no, not yet. Does that mean it's a possibility, maybe? Timo says, thank you, Eric, for your support. Absolutely, my friend. All right, let me catch up. Martine says, laughing, I got a big live coming in a couple of weeks from a 1K. Hot, spicy food and a tattoo. Nice. Any hints on the tattoo of what it might be, or you want to wait and have it be a big reveal? Good says, Martine, not a problem at all. And we'll do Yogi. Timo says, Food from Afar, a video 2.5 hours is running from your channel in the back. Nice, Timo. Skit says, Food from Afar, I will set notifications so I can support your live streams. Awesome. Poor Man says, thinking about stopping by a tire shop and getting some lead tire weights. Hopefully will be free or cheap. I'm trying to picture that. Lead tire weights. What will be able to do with that, Poor Man? Timo says, we always try to support. We try always to support. I would say they do better than try. They do. They definitely support. Poor Man says, hey to Martine. Martine says, but I can do it if you want me to. That's, man, what a nice thing to do. Timo says his head looks like a hat. Eric Lapointe. So you see it. It does look like a hat. Poor Man says, you should food. I watched a video on your Vietnamese pho. Look good. I want to try making Thai food. We get some emojis from Dreadson. Martine says, awesome, poor man. I've done a few around the world recipes. Hey, have you done anything from Hungary? Any Hungarian food? Poor man, or Dread says, greetings, fam. Poor man says, what's up? Fu says, roll it and dedicate it to you, poor man. Nice. Poor man says, nice food. I need to make it. Been a while. I like using raw garlic, saute the veggies first. Martine says, okay, tattoo will be one from my dearest friends on YouTube. Radom Beer? Rate my beer. I can't even read. Rate my beer. Oh, nice. I look forward to that one. Poor man says also use sour cream as a garnish. Poor man says, look on your tire. They all have lead counterweights. Hey, Austin. Austin saying hi to everyone. Martine says, not yet. I'm not sure. I put up a country list alphabetical, and people voted and said country. Then I chose a dish from that country. That's pretty cool. My grandmother, my mom's mom, was 100% Hungarian. So my mom was half Hungarian, which I guess what makes me a quarter Hungarian. My grandmother would cook Hungarian food fairly often. My mom every so often. Skid says, hi, Austin brother. Hope you all are well. Austin's doing good. Hungarian goulash, Yogi. I can make it. I can make that. Nice. That would be awesome. That would be, man, that would just sort of reconnect me with that part of my family. My dad grew up in the backwoods in Pennsylvania. I tell this to Skeeter, my dad's family, they were the original Pennsylvania Wild Boys. They settled up in north central Pennsylvania in the early 1700s. And no one is going to use their recipes. The rule was you ate anything you shot. The thing is, they shot everything. Everything. So they would pretty much eat everything. My dad talked about growing up eating squirrel pot pie, rabbit pot pie. Rocco, my friend, how are you? Rocco says hi. Skid says, glad to hear it, Austin. I have Eric Lapointe open too. He was playing my music during his live stream. I feel honored. Hey, get used to it. Big things are coming, Skits. You have too much talent and too big of a heart. It can't be contained. The bigger the heart, the more inspiration you can receive. And again, no one has a bigger heart than you, my friend. Hey, Toy Pups. I just shared you out. I have you up right now. I have lots of people. Right now I have lots of people up. We have Toy Pups. We have Mir, Eric Lapointe. I think Stuart just ended, right? Yep, he did a 2-hour and 8-minute live stream. And I have Martine up. Right now it is Taste Sensation Sunday. So Martine isn't that far away. If I'm hitting that magic number. However, there are some people you just want to keep diving into the archives even after they hit that number. Some people you help out and you really love helping them out and you really love their channels. And then there's some channels where you become a fan. And I am a fan of Martine as well. I'm a fan of Love Our Toy Pups. Optimob, of course. Optimob he's a master. So we're going to be live for about 9 more minutes. Hey, Wetback. Wetback says, how you doing, fellas? I'm doing pretty good, my friend. How about you? Martine says, we'll do Hungarian goulash, Yogi, and dedicate that video to you. You want authentic goulash or vegan? Hey, man, what a great question. It would be really good to know how to veganize that, because Mocha's a wonderful cook and she loves veganizing things. So if she knew how to veganize goulash, what a great opportunity for both of us. It also gives, it adds a creativity, you know? I think there'd be a lot of people who would appreciate how to veganize goulash, especially if you explain, you know, how it is originally, but that you're doing this for your vegan friend. So cool. Plus, would your daughters get a chance to eat it, being vegan? Martine says, thank you, Yogi. You make me feel very humbled and honored. The honor is all mine, my friend. Whipbat says, I'm feeling amazing, brother. I moved up my job and even got a raise. That's awesome. Man, you definitely got to be feeling good about that. Martine says, okay, we'll make vegan goulash for you, Yogi. Well, thank you. I'm looking forward to that. My great-grandmother, who came from Hungary to Ellis Island with my grandmother as a baby. I never met her. She passed away about 2 years, I think, before I was born. I was, by all the stories I heard, an amazing, amazing cook. Someone very well off, and this was during the Depression, offered to open up a restaurant featuring my grandmother's cooking if she would, you know, consent to it. But she had kids, didn't want to take the chance. So, hey, if there's anyone on Facebook and they want to connect, feel free to reach out. I'm just looking to see who else is still alive. Checking in on Eric Lapointe. Man, Eric Lapointe is looking pretty lean, pretty solid. It's hard to believe that Eric Lapointe's only been doing burpees since June 8th. That's pretty amazing. Martine says, that's a great story. Pity she didn't take the chance. Though the world lost a lot. Yeah, I guess during that time and the Depression, it might have been difficult, especially someone so new to the country to take that chance. But yeah, you're right. Sometimes you have to, or sometimes you should. Daisy May says, hey, Yogi. Daisy May, my friend, how are you? I was talking about you earlier, talking about your channel, how much fun it is just to, it really is like someone invites you to pull up a chair and just hang out. And to me, that really is the heart and soul of YouTube. I'm going to look up a comment here. Talking to Martine about my great-grandmother and that opportunity reminded me of a quote from Henry David Thoreau. As well, it reminds me of what a lot of us are doing here, striving for some watch hours, striving to get monetized, even if it's just to make coffee money. You know what I mean? Daisy says, oh, thanks. You're welcome, my friend. Martine says, I get it, but sometimes a chance pays off. I've been watching Depression, Food from American, and a lot of it looked tasty, to be honest. To be fair. Void Reaper says, hello. Hello, Void Reaper. Depression food. That's it. Interesting subject. And Martine, I agree with you about taking those chances. That's why I wanted to read this quote from Henry David Thoreau. If you have built castles in the air, your work need not be lost. That is where they should be. Now put the foundation under them. Read it one more time. If you have built castles in the air, meaning you've been daydreaming of what you would like to do, what you would like to accomplish, whatever that might be, your work need not be lost. That is where they should be. Now put the foundations under them. So start with the dream. Start with that daydream. What's possible? But here's the question. What is impossible in your daydream? If you are daydreaming, is there anything impossible? If you were to say, my optimum life, exactly what I would like, how my day to unfold, just daydream it. Castle in the air. Now put the foundation underneath of it. In a daydream, nothing is impossible. And if you can envision it, then it is a definite possibility. Daisy says, yes, that's what I want. Austin says, how you doing today, Yogi? I'm doing good, Austin. Thank you. Void Reaper says, quote of the day, when you have a dream, you got to grab it and never let it go. Perfect quote. That's just what I was talking about right now. Thank you, Void Reaper. Here's what I've been wanting. This is my not goal. This is the outcome that I would like. I need very little to get by in life. I'm living a pretty monk-like existence that I'm extremely happy with, because there was a time in my life I literally wanted to join a monastery or an ashram, a yoga ashram. I had considered taking, joining an ashram, taking vows to be a yogic monk. And I met Milka, and of course that changed my plans quite a bit. I have considered it from time to time. I like living a very quiet, contemplative life. I've mentioned before, after my divorce, I moved in with my father to help be a caregiver for my mom during her declining years with Alzheimer's. And then I stayed with my dad as his caregiver, with him until his very, very last day, holding his hand when he passed away. The two greatest things I've ever done in my entire life was be a caregiver for my mom and a caregiver for my father. But I inherited a house that I'm splitting with my brother. It's paid for. We pay taxes, we split the utilities. I buy food, occasionally a book. So I don't need a whole lot. And I thought, you know what? The one thing aside from joining a monastery I've ever wanted to do was to earn my income. And I don't like saying make a living because no one makes a living. We make an income. We were given, we were granted, we were graced a living. Only God or love, whatever term you'd like to use, the Tao, can give us a living. So I thought this is my opportunity. You can see what I can do on. I have a blog. I've been writing in it every day for 20 some years, but it never really took off. But I thought maybe YouTube. Of course, I didn't realize that the only true talent I have on YouTube isn't really much of a talent. It's to sit and have a casual conversation for hours on end, talking about whatever there is to talk about. So I am a full-time live streamer. It's what I do. Can I earn an income from that? I don't know. I've only been monetized since June. We'll see. But I've mentioned before, if I made, through monetizing, if I made 1,000, 1,200 a month, that would be the equivalent of like 5,000 or more a month for me. It would pay all my bills. I'd have money left over. I'd buy a book a month. So it's in the realm of doable. It's in the realm of imagination. It's in the realm of castles in the sky, castles in the air. I'll see if I can put the foundation under there. Let's see. Martine says, the only reason I want to be monetized is so that my children have something when I'm no longer here. And yes, Yogi, depression food is still relevant today. I guess so. And Martine, that's a beautiful testament that you're leaving for your children. That's actually really beautiful. Void Reaper says, in Shonen Tag Nach. Have a nice day. Well, thank you for that. You too, my friend, and thank you for those positive messages. You know what? Void Reaper comes in here to leave a positive quote, and when he can't make it, he shows up and he leaves a comment on one of my videos saying, hey, I apologize for not making it. Here's a quote for you, and I'll leave it in my comment section. How is that for dedication of positivity? We got some heart emojis from Daisy. Oh, Daisy says, I meant that's what I want. People come to my live stream and want to sit and relax and chat. Then you have achieved your goal. I thought you meant with the coffee money, getting monetized just enough to buy a cup of coffee, buy some dog toys from Chewy's for Daisy. Food from afar, Martine says, that's still talent, Yogi. Don't sell yourself short. But thank you, Martine. I appreciate you saying that. Daisy said, my target is 100 a month. I hope one day. Oh, you can do it. You will definitely do it. And I will do everything possible to help you get there. Martine says, quote of the night is, love is all around you. You just have to accept it. Awesome quote. And I agree 100%. We always try to accept our own conditional love. That I want love to be this way, this specific, this thing. We always try to fit love into our agenda instead of fitting ourselves into love's agenda. Daisy says, you're too kind, Eric. Thank you so much. You're welcome, my friend. I love I love this community. I love how it just keeps expanding. Seemingly different worlds, different. We're all from different places and different interests. As I mentioned, a wandering vegan showing up on Bob's fishing channel when he was making venison sausage and hanging out and chatting and having such a good time. And then being greeted so warmly by Stuart and other people, and then hanging out with Stuart and meeting Martine, meeting Skeeter, Damn, ATC, so many people. So here's the thing, talking about talent. I wrote one day in one of my blogs, my only true two talents are enthusiasm and curiosity. And of course, someone pointed out those aren't talents, but they're traits. But a trait can be a talent, depending on how you use it. Let's see. Easy says, how's your day been? It's been really good, Easy. Hey, Easy, thank you for showing up on the Kettlebell live stream. Definitely needed that support. Daisy says, I love when I come here. Lots for me to learn and enjoy. Thank you. I appreciate that. And yes, we're all different. We can all come together and hang out. Yes. And that's just so amazing. So, you know what? It was curiosity and enthusiasm that brought me to Bob's channel to hang out. And then see, wait a minute, I'm having so much fun hanging out with Bob. What about these other fishing channels? What about these other outdoor channels? So explore every genre, all of them. Who knows what it's going to be there to offer you? Hey, Eric Lapointe, I was just about to mention you. Eric Lapointe's a great example. You will see him on such a vast, diverse community across YouTube. It's never just gaming. It's never just fitness. It is never just one of anything. Eric Lapointe is the perfect example of curiosity. He's just curious about all different things. Non-judgmental, and he explores. And I guess it was June, May, just a few short months ago, Eric Lapointe was trying to get 50 subscribers so he could do a live stream. If you want to know how to grow your channel, be like Eric Lapointe. Curious and enthusiastic. Skid says, well, my Friday evening has been so unexpected. Firstly, reaching 100 subs, congratulations, and well-deserved. Then going into Eric LP's live stream, and he's playing my song. It has been wonderful. And it's, as I said, it's well-deserved, Skits. You know what brought all of this about? Was your turn. I heard you say, or I read what you said on Stuart's live stream about your trying to be positive, the changes that you've made, and how you're trying to be a positive example now. When you made that decision, that's when all of this stuff, all of the good stuff, that's when this Friday came into creation. You having such a good Friday came the very moment when you said, I'm going to change my life. One little thing. One little shift of perception, one change of thought of I don't want to live my life this way anymore. And look what you've created. Let's see, Martine says, my hubby says I should have been from the Victorian age as I lived to cook and lived to love in the old-fashioned way. The old-fashioned way was filled with love because they had less. So they appreciated everything from that sense of love. That speaks volumes of you and volumes of your husband, Martine. So what's up, Eric? Let's see. Rocco, my friend, nice to see you again. Someone has been hitting on my new post. Hey, I'm sorry about that. Take it in stride. These are people who don't know you. They do that stuff to get reactions. Sending love your way, my friend. Eric Point says, thanks, Yogi. Daisy May says, hey, Eric the Tractor Guy. Skit says, I just want to remind you all how much I appreciate every single one of you. You're all amazing and inspirational people. Thank you, Skits. Eric Point says, I learned it from you, Yogi. Man, if I had anything to do with that, then I'm honored. And if it was really small and you took it and ran with it. You made it huge. Eric Point says, Skits, great songs. Skits says, here he is, Eric LP, legend brother. Void Reaper says, in case I don't see y'all, good evening, good afternoon, and good night. Thank you, Void Reaper. Much appreciated. Skits says, thanks, Eric LaPointe. I appreciate that so much. You're a legend, my friend. Ortiz says, well, we have been together nearly 34 years. Yeah, you told us once in a story how you and your husband met. For Mocha and I, we have been together in every possible form for going on 23 years now. Martine says, ignore haters. I've had a few. I always give them a thumbs up and like. Yeah, I try to have a positive word for everyone who comes in, or at least to be able to laugh along with them. Here's from A Course in Miracles. Everyone is either offering love or asking for love. Sometimes the way of asking for love comes out as fear. Sometimes it comes out as mean-spirited. But it's all either a plea for help or a call for love. So what do we do when someone is calling out for love? We are free to interpret anything. Jacob says, Jacob support, liked and shared. Thank you, Jacob. Hey, Eric LaPointe, how many reps did he get in tonight? Martine says, yep, when we give haters a thumbs up and like, they scratch their heads because they want a reaction. It's not what they expect. Are you guys friends with Destiny Forever Walks PhD, Dr. Destiny, who has a wonderfully inspirational channel? She's an old friend, one of the early supporters for me. One of the first people to ever come into the live stream and tell me, Eric, you could do this. She will post all kinds of stuff, from dancing on the treadmill. She actually wades into politics, and she'll get some people who outright hate. And it's always the same. She says, well, thank you for your input. Blessings, my friend. And then goes about her business. Doesn't argue, doesn't defend. All right, so we're going to wrap things up in just a minute. Martine says exactly. The last thing I'll add to what we were talking about is we are always teaching something in every moment. We can be teachers of love by being an example of love, and we always teach what we most need to learn so we can let ourselves off the hook. If it seems that we are having an unloving moment, it's because we are in a moment where we need to learn to love ourselves. Or better yet, we need to remember that we are capable of choosing love in every moment. Or we are teaching the opposite. Love itself, of course, has no opposite. As it says in the Course, something so all-encompassing cannot have an opposite. But if we are responding to attacks, then what we're teaching is our vulnerability. We're teaching that we are vulnerable to attack. We're teaching our littleness, that we are so small that we can be harmed by words in a computer, that we can be harmed by a thought of someone we don't even know, or we can be harmed by a thought and words from someone we do know, because we're so little, we're so separate, we're so removed from the source of love itself. Or by refusing to defend, we teach that we are invulnerable, that we are larger, that we are love itself, and that love can't be harmed. That love just embraces. I've read earlier today St. Paul's letters to the Corinthians. That love is always open, always accepting, always extending, and it's invulnerable. So, what would we like to teach? Do we want to teach the world that we are little, separate, fearful, and that we can be harmed by what someone has to say, which is just a thought in someone's head? Or do we want to teach the world that we are large, that we are connected to the very source of love itself, that we are capable of extending love in every situation, and that we are invulnerable to the harmful thoughts of others? Our choice. In any moment, that's what we're teaching. Let's see. Martine says, okay, I will say goodnight to you. Yogi, keep blessed and keep strong, my friend. You're an inspiring person. Thank you, Martine, and thank you for hanging out with us. Man, I had a really good time hanging out with you. So we'll say goodnight to everyone. Let's see. Any Fitness Possible says, hey, Yogi in chat. This time. What's up, Bob? How are you? Hey, how's the foot? I always hear you talk about your hand lately. Not always. I'm not saying you're complaining. But I know it affects you when you're fishing. But how's your foot doing? Bob says goodnight, Martine. I'm going to spend a few minutes catching up with Bob, and then I'm going to call it a night. So, Bob says, foot's feeling good. Chased the rod today. Nice. Did you manage to catch it in time? There are 3 YouTube shorts that I've made. 4 YouTube shorts that I made that feel very auspicious to me. Bob says I did. Got the fish. Nice. Was it a carp? Today I caught, yesterday. I posted it today. I just posted it a couple hours ago. I never saw this before. I've heard it, but I've never witnessed it. 2 bucks. Antler fighting. Didn't last long. One was smaller and younger and knew it was a mistake. Should not have challenged that older buck. Any Fitness Possible says, yes, he is swimming still. Nice. Hey, Steven. What an absolute stunning shiny head. Looking shinier than ever. Shining brighter than the full moon last night. Shining like a star. Thank you, my friend. You know what? And I am feeling extra shiny today. And I'm glad to be noticed. So often people come in, and I know that they appreciate my shininess, but they never say it. Steven comes in, he lets me know. That's why we love Steven. Anything is possible, said, or anything is possible. Bob says it's a good head. I appreciate that. And speaking of which, I saw Bob without a hat for the very first time. And, that's why they were chatting on your, just yesterday or 2 days ago, and they were saying that you looked like Stuart mentioned that it was like seeing Darth Vader without the mask for the first time. Skid says, we love you, bald head. Eric, brother, that's much appreciated. I work on it. Let's see. Bob says, stay strong. Hair is overrated. Believe it or not, I do all my own trimming. The story of my hair. Used to have really long, I was a deadhead all through the 80s, even in the early 90s. Really long blonde hair. I was famous for my blonde hair. It was a showstopper at Grateful Dead shows when I was doing my hippie dancing. Hair was flying everywhere. Take care, Easy. Hope to see you in the morning. And again, thank you for showing up for the kettlebell workout. Years later, in my 30s, and the hair starts to go a little bit, and you just kind of ignore it. Then it goes a little bit more, and you rationalize it. One day, I'm combing my hair back in my ponytail, and I actually heard a thought. One of the great things about meditation is you start to pay attention to your thoughts. You start hearing your thoughts. You hear yourself thinking. And I heard the thought clearly say, if you only comb it over a little to the left, no one would even notice. Yes, the thought of a comb over entered my head for the very first time. And it left me shocked to the core. I had to make a change. I grabbed a pair of clippers, shaved my head. Temptation gone. Bob says, me too. I actually have long hair if I grow it out. At least it was 30 years ago. Those were the days. Bob says that I could come over my beard over my head. I'm thinking my eyebrows, because the older I get, the bushier the eyebrows get. Skid says, hair is overrated. I have too much. I probably have enough for both of you and Jace to make a wig. If it's a good cause, I'll donate. I think the good cause is to cover my bald head. So yeah, as soon as you hear that thought, comb over. And it's the actual thought that you have. If I comb it over here, no one would even notice. Everyone notices a comb over. All right. Hey, I won't make it until 9 o'clock. I wish I could. I will catch it tomorrow. Skeeter's going to be live at 9. He's got the haunted house. So if anyone can make it, that would be awesome. Bob, what time are you going live tomorrow? Oh, so I was talking about the shorts. I'll end the conversation with shorts. The two bucks fighting. Such an auspicious occasion. I never thought I would catch something like that. It was pretty brief. Weird, man, because after the big buck chased away the little buck, it looked me right in the eye and gave me this look like, you want some of this? And I was literally like, nope, I'm done. Let's see. Bob says, I'll be on Jeff Beal's channel at 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Awesome. Stuart was talking about Jeff, and I just friended him today. So I'll be there. Where I get to support both of you. Skit says, have a wonderful sleep, Eric. Chat. Much love to you all. Much love to you, Skits. 8 p.m. Oh, gotcha. How about the Foxy and Ball? That was a good one. The Pooping Cormorant. It's a beautiful cormorant in the rain, sitting on this little island in the middle of a pond. Does that wing spread, which is so awesome to look like. It's like watching Batman. And then projectile poops right into my camera. And I caught it. So that was 2. And then I had a hawk sitting on a fence post. Look at me. Right in the eye, right dead in the eye. And another animal just pooped. And then gave me this look like, that's what you get. And flew away. And then the 4th one, was filming a blue heron who was walking across this little land bridge, and it was so cool to watch this blue heron, and out of nowhere, a huge snapping turtle didn't harm the heron, but just strolled up right behind it, photobombed the blue heron, and strolled back in the water. Amazing to watch. I love doing the nature filming because nature does all the work. You just got to be in the right place at the right time, be open to whatever it is you see, and capture it. So anyway, if you want to see the Bucks fighting, it's my newest short. And with that, I'm going to say goodnight. Bob, I will see you tomorrow. Again, if anyone's up at 9, go check out Skeeter's Haunted House. If you haven't heard Skits' new song, it's awesome. Please go check it out. And with that, guys, I'm going to say goodnight. Thanks for hanging out with me. Take care, guys.